Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
His second year in the league certainly didn't go the way that he thought it would. In fact, a lot of whispers around the team and around the league that maybe he was not going to be the guy. Ended up getting benched, took his time, watched the game, and then came back better than ever. Second year in the same offense with the same head coach should lead to an even bigger jump in year 3.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Ready? Young now. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Black. Nice.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Young to throw it. Now he'll escape to his right. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That's another Carolina Panther.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Now Young. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target.
Waving hand.
And that one's incomplete.
52 blue. Ready.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
Young to throw it. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And that'll be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
A 61-yard attempt.
Hi, I joined.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready. Yellow, 20, hut. Ready.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The slot man in motion right. Now Young. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Young. That caught by Trimble. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Here we go.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Young will set to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Solomon Thomas. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal.
Williams is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Looking to throw. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
So on fourth down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now here's Young.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he will take it across. Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during the game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10.
Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
First down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing, Prescott.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And taking it across across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again, Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team. Brandon Godden.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And this offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Prescott yet again.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, 26.
On play action, Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
22 yards. First down, Dallas.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Fires a slant, complete to Tolbert.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs.
3-yard line.
Set, ready. Ready?
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ezra Raku on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
To throw, Young. In trouble, the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Now Sanders. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The coverage by Christian Rosebull.
Here's Prescott.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things.
Oh, ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now Brian Schottenheimer not happy on the sideline, and he's going to throw the red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Let's go now. Black.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That one completes illegal. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
Third down and 9.
Let's go. 10 black.
And the slot man goes in motion left. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Set, ready.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Young now. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Oftentimes we play some offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here we go, boys.
Prescott to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
57 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
A 47-yard attempt.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Going right back to Ferguson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is up to 5.
Panthers 13.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. increase here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So now Young and the Panthers down by 5, 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Young connecting with Renfro.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Young. Back to Renfro again, complete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Young to throw. Caught out right by Renfro.
Complete to Hunter Renfro.
Here's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Young.
and 8.
Got him in. That's Liggett.
Let's go.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Young.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Young to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And a nice gain there. It's going to be taken down just shy of the 20.
But Charles, we retreated to an excellent game today, capped off by that 2nd half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on another team from the AFC, the Denver Broncos. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win. Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now here's a diving catch right side.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
And he's brought down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Allen to throw once more.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. I mean, harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Raiders set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Nix.
And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw, here's Nix. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now.
Back deep for Buffalo, Brandon Condrington.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd.
Allen now looks to throw.
That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And the Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard
Now
line.
Allen again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
On play action is Nix.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
In motion right goes Sutton. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next.
6-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter two. Now it's Nix.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Bills' 42.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is third and 7.
It's third and 7.
Throwing Nix.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
This is second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This now a third and 4. To throw is Nix.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Allen off the bootleg. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A quick throw, but incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Prater on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Ready. 180. Behind.
Here's Nix.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
But certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You guys sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
Now on 4th down on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Yeah, they get about 2 there to the 36. Here is third down and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Next to the air. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That's good for a Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And again, it's Allen.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Allen.
And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And look at this. He's going to keep it. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Broncos are going to get the football.